Hello beautiful people, it's Trina. Welcome back to my channel. And it's the end of 2020, thank God. Let's hope it gets a bit better in 2021. And it's a handbag collection video time. And this is actually, no, it's the second collection video I'm doing. The first one I did was a while ago. I'll link it somewhere up here and down below. It was my Louis Vuitton collection. And I will bring those bags up just in passing in this video. There's no point in going into detail of any kind with them. And I've also got a couple of bags I'm not going to mention in this video that are in the shop right now. One of them is my Speedy, Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. I'm getting the fastener fixed. And the second one is a Celine bag, the bullet bag that I so love. I'm getting that sort of adjusted. So those two will not feature here, but I do have a total of 22 bags that I'll be showing you here today, and I'm not including suitcases or travel bags, backpacks, sports bags, that kind of thing. I don't have a lot of those anyway, but I'm just including the more fashion-y items here. But before we do that, I want to share with you a goodie that I got a lot of Christmas, not a lot actually, from family. We've done the good thing in our family and we've stopped sharing, we've stopped giving presents essentially. We're just giving cards and best wishes and spending time with each other, if just virtually is better than nothing. And I think that's happier for everyone and easier too. So that's our gift to each other. So instead, we buy ourselves gifts. And what I bought for myself this year was a pair of shoes. Not very exciting, they're just loafers, but they're very beautiful, very nice quality. They're from Burberry and they're secondhand. Although they are new, they're not used, but they're not bought from the shop. There's a stain on the box here. And very nice box. I have to keep this just to store things in. It's so nice. And it came with the original tags. And each of the shoes came in a beautiful Burberry. Oh, it's not branded actually. Oh, each of them came with their little packs. It is a patent leather fringe loafer. Really, it's totally my style. In fact, I even have a pair of these, a different brand, also Italian, which I've had for like a decade, and it has studs on it, the other pair I have. They're a no-name brand, like not a fashion brand, but they're a fancy, high-level brand. It's worth paying for a good pair of shoes. I know this is gonna last me quite a long time. And these are glossy, so they look dressed up, but the style is very casual. These are probably men's shoes, to be honest. I live in Japan. I have big feet by Japanese standards anyway, so I don't care. They look pretty unisex to me. I love them. They fit beautifully. I'm so happy with them. And I paid about a fifth of the retail price, I think, after having looked them up. Yes, honey, I can shop. Now on to the bags. And I think I'm going to do this in the order of size, and I'll go through them relatively quickly because otherwise we'll be here all day. I don't want to take all your time. First one is the Longchamp Giant Expandable Tote. Excellent bag that I have not yet used, but I'm looking forward to. I got this to replace the Keepall 50 or 55 that was it 50 or 55? It was 50. I sold that because it was too bulky essentially. This I got for song, the other one I sold for a profit, so happy days, my friends, happy days. Second biggest bag is probably the Louis Vuitton that I painted, or dyed rather, very recently. Love this bag, won't be getting rid of it, love it. Third biggest is a new bag that I reviewed recently on my channel. It's a giant tote bag from Stella McCartney. Love this, can't wait to be using it when we're going out and about after lockdown. I'm not currently in lockdown. Well, we kind of are down here. We had a whole semester, I'm a teacher, we've had a whole semester of teaching face-to-face, but in I wouldn't even say it's a socially distanced atmosphere, very cautious atmosphere. And I don't know how that's gonna be going forward because there's a few more cases in my region now. At least the vaccine is here. Okay, so that's my Stella. Next biggest bag is probably this fold-over tote, again from Longchamp. I was thinking of selling this, but I'd only get a song for it and it doesn't take up any space or anything in my closet, so I'm gonna hang on to it, and when we finally do get back to conferences, this will come in handy again, I'm sure. The next few bags are more like medium size. It's kind of hard to gauge which is the biggest, but since I have this in my hand now, I'll go with it. It's one of my most used bags. It's the Stella McCartney fold-over tote in the medium size. So this has an extra chain on it, so you can wear it like a handbag. And I've stuffed it. I've stuffed both of them actually with bag organizers. Very much a fan of Stella's bags. This one is very chic. Okay, next is a more contemporary brand. This is Gianni Chiarini, or let me hold on a minute. Gianni Chiarini design, the gum bag. This is all plastic. So this is just a satchel. I think it's very chic. There's an extra strap that goes on this, but it attaches here, and I don't like it when my straps are too narrowly distributed on bags, so I don't use it. I just use it as a satchel. And it holds a lot. It's like a Speedy 30 essentially, and very chic, and it's water repellent. You know, it's really good for rainy season for me. So, and I only paid like, these go for a couple $100, but I paid like 2,000 yen. So winner. And actually these are still on Mercari in large numbers because I think this style might be going out. So I'm thinking of getting another one because I really love this bag. It's great. Okay, next is the classic Alma PM that I have dyed this burgundy color. As you can see, I kind of like that color. This is great. It's stuffed right now, so it's a bit bulky looking, but fantastic item in my collection. Love it. Okay, next is my only Prada bag. This is a 1990s, I think, Prada nylon bag. It looks fairly small, like a medium small, but it's actually got a huge capacity because, you know, it's fabric, so it bulks out quite a bit. It's got good organization inside, and it's got this really funky resin chain that I didn't like when I got it. It used to slip off my shoulders, so I got creative and got this leather strap attached to it. It looks kind of rusty, but it comes off if I want it to, not that I would. And this is excellent. It is one of my most used bags. It goes with everything. It's very, very casual, but funky. I can wear it extremely casual, but I can also wear it a little bit dressed up depending on how I style it. I love it. Love this bag. Won't be getting rid of that anytime soon. And I think I got this for like $40, about that price. $40 US, maybe less than that. And then of course I probably paid more for the strap, to be honest. Okay, so I took a whole bunch of video and then realized as I looked back on it that my lipstick had smeared all over the side of my face and it was not a good look. I don't recommend this lipstick. It's got this moisturizing thingy in the middle. It's an Estee Lauder brand, and I think that caused it to smear around while I was talking, so I'll stick to my MAC lipsticks from now on, which is what I got back on my lips. Alrighty. So let's continue the video. So camera angle's a bit different. That's all right, I guess. More flattering for the face, darlings. Yeah, so this next bag is a cheapie. It's my AliExpress Chanel lookalike sort of bag, and it is really cheap. The alloy is not really, it's alloy metal. It's not really good quality. And the leather is, it's okay, but the inside is, you know, very plasticky, and it does still smell. But you know what? I think it still looks good, and I really like the way it looks, and it holds everything I need, and it's a good size bag. And having hacked it with this strap that I put in to make it longer and more comfortable has been a very good thing to do, and I will continue enjoying this bag. Definitely better than Chanel at the moment. Crazy prices. Not gonna buy one of those. Not anytime soon anyway. All right, and my next bag is a lovely vintage item from MCM, back in the days when MCM was made in Germany and not in Korea. And this one here is beautiful. Absolutely love this. However, I'm also thinking of selling this one, and the only reason is that the strap just flops off my shoulder too often, too readily. If I burden this down with weight, it stays better, but I don't always want to carry a lot of stuff. So that's a bit of a downer, but I think I'll wait on a bit, but eventually it might go, which is sad because it's great. It looks good and carries a lot, very versatile, so it's a shame about the shoulder. All right, next we have a couple of Rebecca Minkoff bags, which I'm not going to be buying again anytime soon because basically with her brand, I just don't find they're good quality. It's another alloy type of thing on the metal. The color chips off a lot, and the leather and stitching is just not, it's subpar. I guess I would never buy this retail, but I guess I can't complain for the prices that I've been buying it, because I've been getting either their 50% off sale retail, which I did for the next bag coming up, or like this one, getting it uber cheap, and I mean uber cheap, like a couple of $1,000 off a secondhand market. So it's okay for secondhand, I guess. But I haven't used this one in a while. I mean, a lot of my handbags this year, I think everyone's the same. They haven't been using their bags a lot, but I'm gonna hang on to this a little while, but it may go. And the other Rebecca Minkoff bag I still have in my collection, because I love the way it looks, is this lovely Love bag. It's a jumbo Love, so it's a very large, it's like a giant boy bag from Chanel. The same sort of motif, I guess, with the big flap. The flap does annoy me a bit, and this bag has lost its shape considerably. It's folded in on the side. I don't know if you can see that very well, but from lying on its side, it's just gone in a bit. But I still like the bag, and I still do get use out of it, and it is aesthetically, it's right up my alley. I like it, but again, won't be repurchasing Rebecca Minkoff. Okay, so the next bag I have here is from Chloe, and this is an excellent camera bag. I love this. It's definitely one of my most used bags. Great for travel, great for bumming around. It's very, it's a good balance of structured and floppy. It does tend to cave in on itself when it's not completely stuffed, and if I have things standing up straight, they tend to fall down, so that aspect of it is not great. But if you're carrying around a lot, this is a great travel bag, because it'll carry your camera, your glasses, all of the things that you need, and comfortably too, because you can switch out whatever strap works for you. This little thingy here I don't particularly like. I think it clashes with the color, but that's how they did it at the time. I think eventually I will get rid of this and just keep it, I don't know. See how it doesn't even fall well on the side? I don't like that aspect of it, but it's a great quality bag, and I have no regrets about having purchased this one. Chloe, yes. Next is Proenza Schooler, nice Italian brand. And this is either the PS1 or the PS11. I always get mixed up of those two, but it's one of their classic models. And this is in suede. It's the pouch crossbody bag. And one of the things I love about this bag is the very long strap. So long, in fact, that I had to punch extra holes in it to make it short enough. Very weird thing for me to say, never finding bag straps that are long enough. But this is traditionally worn with a knotted shoulder strap, which I think is awful, terrible way to put dents into your strap, so I got rid of that aspect of it. But this bag itself, the pouch, is wonderful. Great compartments on this, and you can make it more secure by putting the flaps in the little loops here, which I never do, I just let it hang. I love the color. The only thing I don't like about this bag is the fact that it's suede. So if I'm wearing a light color, it'll transfer, and obviously in the rain it's not so good. So if I could find this exact bag in non-suede, that would be ideal. And also it's very casual. Obviously it's not going to be a dressy bag, but that's okay. It works for what I want it to do. So that might go on the market if I find the right price, and I'll say bye-bye to her because she's not ideal. I'm still searching for the unicorn bag, you know? It doesn't exist, I know. Anyway, there you go. Proenza Schooler, love that brand. Okay, now we're getting into the small bags, and this is the biggest of the small bags, perhaps, and it's this Croc style Alexa from Coach, which I recently got back into. I think Coach is upping its game. I've mentioned that fact before on my channel. Really like this design and the pattern, everything about it. It's wonderful. I got this secondhand on eBay, and I've only used it a few times because it is more of a dressy bag, and it doesn't, because it's so lean, it doesn't hold that much. It's more of a nighttime bag, but I can wear it casually crossbody and dress it down. It looks fine. Yeah, and it fits my phone in the back, which is really great. And it does, I think, does it have a zipper inside? No, it just has a flap. That's okay. And this one too, I can add different straps, and I can wear it as a clutch. And one thing I like about this now is that I'm set for my little black bags, because I have this one with the gold, and I also have one of my earliest designer bags, this Louis Vuitton in silver and black. I think it's called the Montagne Clutch. And this is, I guess this sparked my interest in, one of the bags that sparked my interest in higher end bags, because this is so well made. I don't think Vuitton makes bags as good as this anymore. This has been through it's been through hell and back, and it's still in fantastic quality. I really love this bag, and I only paid like $300 for this. Ridiculous. Love this bag. And while we're talking about Vuitton, I might as well bring this one up again, but I won't say much about it because I've talked about it so many times. This is the Eva Clutch. They don't make it anymore. Wonderful bag. Highly recommend it. Especially if you get a longer strap if you're tall like me. And next we have a bag that I'm umming and ahhing about because I love it, but I'll be honest, I'm just not using it so much. It's the this contemporary brand. This is Marc Jacobs. And I love this style. I love the way it looks with the fancy strap that goes with it. It's called the Sure Shot, and it does come, or the Snapshot. It does come in a bigger version, which is called the Sure Shot, I think, the Soft Shot or something. But it is softer. I like the the structure of this, and I'll just pull out the strap a bit. It's pretty cool. I love this bag. I do not want to sell it, but I have a feeling I will end up selling it because it doesn't hold enough. It's as simple as that. Now I have bags that are also really tiny, but for some reason I can get a lot more in because this is just too structured. So case in point would be this little thing here. This is looking very bright red. Okay, the only thing wrong with this one is the color. I'm thinking of selling this one and replacing it with a black one. I know I'm boring, but it'll just get more used. This is uber light, uber soft, uber packable. It's casual, it looks good with everything. It's a great little errand bag for when you just want to carry your wallet. Longchamp, fantastic. Love, 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 love. This, just the color. It's cherry red, which is better than a bright red, which is how it's coming off on camera here. It's more of a tomato red on camera, but up close it's a deeper crimson. Yeah, I love red, and like a lot of people who buy red bags, they love them, but they just don't get the wear out of them. I guess I'm one of those people. It's just doesn't matter. It's too much in your face. I need a more neutral color. Okay, next. So I talked about this a few minutes ago, and now I have another fake Chanel-like bag. This one's really cheap. I think it was 20 bucks on AliExpress. I was just curious and I got it. And I've worn it a few times. It's been great in the rain because obviously it's silicone plastic. The only thing wrong with this, actually, I'd wear it a lot more if it weren't so chintzy. I mean, this is really crappy alloy. If I think this one is bad, this one is really bad. I mean, it's so cheap. The chain I switched out. This is an old Rebecca Minkoff chain, much better quality than this stuff, and it's fun, but my gosh, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like even the springs feel like they're gonna die any second now. But in any case, I am impressed with this. I'm impressed with the fact that this is plastic, and it's even got, you know, some good structure inside, and the size for a small bag is pretty good too. So yeah, it's not horrible. I don't regret having bought it. It was good fun. Still is, but I probably will get rid of it later. And next is a Christian Dior bag. This is the New Lock clutch or pouch. It's kind of like a wallet on chain with steroids, but it's just an open bag with some card slots and a cash thing. I don't know, you guys, should I sell this or should I dye it? Because it's definitely not good as is for a couple of reasons. First, it's really yellowed. I don't know if you can see that here, but the all over color, it's just too yellow. I think the original gray beige would be okay, but I'm more of a cool tone gal, so I'm thinking of dyeing it or selling it. What would you do if you had this number? And the other thing too is that I do have small bags in abundance now, so perhaps I should just sell it. I think I answered my own question. Okay, that's the Dior New Lock pouch. And then finally, this, as you can guess from the bag, is a Kenzo bag. This is the Kenzo California walk or wallet on chain. The chain is not the original. I switched it out for a much longer one and thinner and lighter one too. And I have raved about this bag. I had it in a different color, red, and I sold it and I got this one to replace it. And this is the only little walk I will ever need. I've tried the Chanel walk. It wasn't good for me. This one is much more practical. Okay, so there you have it. That's 24, well, 22 today, but overall 24 bags. Way too much, even for someone I think who loves bags. I don't collect bags, I just love them. I buy and sell them all the time. That's the way I like to do things. I don't believe in forever bags. There's what works for you now, and then you move on. But in any case, I can easily, happily get rid of about 8 or 9 of these and still be happy and have a much more manageable closet, because I think that when you have too many choices, your life becomes complicated and you're not as happy. That's the paradox of choice. So I will be downsizing. That doesn't mean I'll stop buying bags though. All right, I'll see you later, you guys. That is the end of the video. Bag Hag signing out. Mwah.